Hello everybody. So today we're going to be making a synth patch. Sorry, a pad. Synth pad patch. And this is the first of a series which I'm going to create, which is going to be all about creating synth sounds, lead, bass and pad sounds. So stay tuned for more. And for now, I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, hello everybody. I'm going to be making a synth patch today for you, and we're going to start with the instance of Meld. And this is the chord progression we're working with. So I'll just leave that running through the whole thing. It might be a bit intrusive, but I'll stop it every once in a while. So we're starting with an A-B. A oscillator, B oscillator. So I'm just going to start with oscillator A, and I think what we're going to do is increase the harmonic content. To about there. I think in between saw and triangle sounds nice. I'm going to increase the tone just to bring out some of those harmonics. It does filter it as well. You can tell that that's a lot lower than that, but it just makes it a bit richer sound. Then we're going to go on the amp, work on the amp. I mean amplitude. So usually with a patch, you're going to want to have a slow attack, and you want a long release. So it all kind of melds into each other, literally meld. And then let me see this. You don't need to reduce the sustain all that much, I don't think. I'd say that's enough. And then what we can do is start the modulation. So I'm going to open this filter with this envelope. So here we go. So see what that sounds like. Okay, so now we can let's see what we can do. So I'm just tweaking all these settings, increasing the time which the filter is opening, so that it's slightly different to the amp, to the main ADSR amp envelope. Just to make it slightly. I mean, it's just a matter of not getting things to be uniform, but like more interesting. So then we can also we can alter the sound of the filter through the LFO as well. I think I quite like that idea. So what we can do is turn that down. So that it just, and not so that's retriggering, but that it just keeps going. And then I think that shape is okay. I'm just messing around with the settings here, but all you're trying to look for really is an interesting sound to your ear. I'm just doing it to my ear. So if we increase this actually to more like that, and then we change this to envelope 2. Okay, I quite like that sound. So now we shall look at the filter itself, and we'll increase the resonance slightly. And I think I want a not bandpass. I want this to drive the filter a bit, add some distortion. And then next I think we'll just have a sip of tea. I think I'm going to modulate this shape as well. That might be interesting. That's quite nice. And because this LFO1 FX is got a ramp, it kind of works in our favour. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now we're going to move on to B and completely A-B it, so get rid of the first one. And this time I'm going to go for more of a triangle sound, I reckon. And this time we're going to modulate the... I'm going to just do the same thing that I did with this other one. Increase the attack and release, and we can leave that there. And then I'm going to create a modulation of this shape with the modulation envelope. Okay, and then we can also modulate this with the LFO. We can modulate the tone with the LFO, in fact. The LFO with the or whatever. Okay, so quite like that. So we'll get rid of retrigger as well, and that's quite a nice sound. Okay, now we can work on the filter, and that will do. I think I'm going to create something different. It's just that we want a different sound on A and B, really. Okay, I quite like that. So it's almost metallic in sound. So now if we join them together, you've got a nice kind of pulsing sound there. Okay, I quite like that. Yeah, we'll keep it a triangle. Okay, so that's the basic patch synth pad sound. Now we just want to add effects, so Ableton effects, because we've done everything here. It's poly, I might as well make it 12. We can increase the spread actually. Ah, that's nice. Okay. Ooh, ouch. Okay, what happened to maybe?
Okay, I like it when it's stacked. Okay, now you get a wider sound. And if we drive it slightly as well. Okay. So that's it, we just created an idiosyncratic voice. There's no right or wrong in this, so this is just what I've created today. Okay, let's go on to some audio effects. So let's do some panning. Actually, that would be cool. Let's do some panning on this. So wait, pan's there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's nice. Now let's do this one. Let's open this actually. Open this up, and we'll pan using LFO2, so that you get an opposite effect for each one. So we got, how much did we pan it by? So we did 23 there, so we'll do 23 here as well. There we go. It just creates a bit more interest in the, and we can also, we can detune it. Let's detune one of these. So actually, if I make detune the LFO2 or something, I like that. Wow, that's a cool sound. Okay, let's try that on A as well. Let's detune using LFO1 effect. Okay, so now we've got a nice sound. Let's do some audio effects. So we could add chorus. I quite like that actually. Okay. The thing with chorus, when you add chorus, it loses some of the harmonic interest. I'm not sure that does much. If we tweak these settings, just to go ensemble, we could try vibrato. Nah, I don't. I think we can pass on unless we just. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll try that. Compressor, I'm not sure we need compressor, but we could do this with some multi-band dynamics. Actually, we'll compress it, but we'll use multi-band dynamics because then we can decide. I kind of want to increase this top end. Oh no, maybe not. Mid. Let's do the mids. That's quite nice. Okay, so that's essentially. I'm just using the EQ really. So maybe I should do it with the EQ instead. Oh, we've done that here, so that's fine. So it's got a bit of the more mid end, and then we can let's compress the the low end. So it's going about, yeah, so that'll do. Okay, without. We got a nicer sound. I think that works. Actually, I think I might compress this high end as well. Add a bit back. Okay. I quite like having phaser on these. And that can be, we could make that actually, if we make that about there and then we turn the dryer down. That loses some of the width. Yeah, you lose some of the width there. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll turn the dry a bit down. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So there we have it. So now we have a nice synth patch. I think I'm going to add some reverb as well. Let's make the size massive, just for the sake of it. And I kind of want to cut the lows and the highs. And increase the diffusion, because that's really what we need. Okay, so without, with that, with. Just adds a bit of airiness to it. Okay, now we can group all of these effects. And then name it something. Okay, let's name it Metallic. So I hope you've enjoyed this today. I'm going to be doing more of these kind of videos, but I appreciate any feedback in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed me messing around with Meld. I'm going to do all of Ableton synthesizers. I'm going to do rounds on them, and yeah, hope to see you soon. I mean, I've enjoyed today, and I hope you have too. Okay, bye.
Alright, so that was a few minutes of glorious Meld in Ableton. I will be uploading another video next week, so please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned. See you later.